Come on in the house, you guys. Welcome to Love Coach Sessions Live. I'm your man, KTJ, and this is Love Coach Sessions Live. I'm your man, KTJ. I talk about dating, relationships, love, and we got a good show for you here today. Today, we're talking about how to keep a man's attention on you. How do you keep a man's attention? How do you get a man to focus in on you and only you? If there's one thing women want, is that they want a great man, and they want him only focused on them. And so we're going to talk about how to make that happen today. So before we get into the show, you guys hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell so you don't miss anything in the future. You'll be notified every single time we drop a video. So hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that like button. We need everybody hitting that like button. It tells YouTube that we're doing something out here. It tells Facebook we're making something happen. And so that's going to be good. So if you guys ready to get into it, look, we got the chat room. The chat room is wide open. Pop in, say hello. Hey, Jenna's in the house. Let me just come on over here and say hello to my people before we get into the conversation. Hello there. Hello. Hey, my girl Shantae is in the house. Jenna's in the house. We're going to get this conversation going here in just a few minutes here. So, yeah, please hit that subscribe button, and then we're going to hit that bell. We need you to hit the bell so you don't miss anything in the future. All right, so let's get into it, you guys. I don't know if you guys caught the last video, but it was powerful. I was on with Mr. Lucario, the bad boy of the dating game, and he dropped some gems. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen it, make sure you look. When this is over, go back and check out that video and just let it rock and just listen to what's being said. A lot of this stuff that we talked about last night and these conversations that I have even on this channel, I'm telling you, men don't even know a lot of these things. We're letting you in on the secrets of the mind of a man in a lot of these videos. And I'm telling you, most men couldn't even articulate what we're talking about, right? Because they're not even thinking about it. But you are getting the inside scoop from just showing up here on this on this here free app. On a nice Thursday night. So let's get to it, you guys. So we had this conversation. This conversation came up a little earlier. I was in a Clubhouse group, and we had a great audience there. And so I thought that this needed more conversation, right? Because there are so many women who come up and they say, "Look, Cal, I'm talking to this guy, right? Seems like everything is going well. Seems like we are getting along real well. He asked me for my number. I didn't want to give it to him, but I gave it to him. I gave him my number. He called me, and it seemed like a really nice guy. So we started calling, or we started texting, and slowly I noticed he wasn't texting so much. Slowly he stopped calling altogether. And then, boom, I didn't hear from him for a day or two. Then it was like 4 days. And then it's like 7 days. And then by the time he calls and he's like, so what's up? What's up? What's up is I ain't heard from you in a week. Oh, I was busy. Okay. So they were asking, and I get this question a lot. A lady even today was talking about that. She's like, what do I do? I'm gonna tell you what the scenario she gave. But one of the things like I had to tell him, I said, listen, there's a few reasons why a guy loses interest. I did a whole video on this one too. About 6 months ago. So it's in here somewhere. All right. Why a man loses interest. But there's a couple things that I talked about, and I want to share with you guys that I think is very important if you want to keep the connection. Now, of course, you can't control everything. Let's talk about the problem. The problem is men have a lot of possibilities that are pulling for his attention. right? I was just on the app just now and listening to the founder of Netflix, right? Now there's a new app. This Clubhouse app's got everybody's attention, right? Netflix had everybody's attention. The video games have got people's attention. There's everything. All these reality shows got people's attention, right? So, you know, you're talking to somebody, you're getting to know somebody, and in a short time, boom, something else has snatched their attention, right? A lot of times they don't mean to. A lot of times it's not intentional. It just happens, right? But in this video here, in this live stream here, I'm going to tell you, so I'm going to give you some inside secrets as to how to help that situation not to happen. Because listen, nobody wants to waste their time. You know, nobody wants to waste their efforts on somebody, and next thing you know, it's nothing, right? If you're going to do it, you want it to go somewhere. You want it to build into something, and that's what we're going to talk about here tonight. So check it out. This lady, she said, she sounded like she was like from the UK. She came on and she said, Kelvin, I need your help. She said, tell me what I should do. She says, I was starting to talk to this guy. Things were going pretty well. And she says, but he wanted to push things faster than I did. Like he wanted to get it in. And she was like, I wasn't ready for that. That's not what I wanted. She said, and then after a couple of weeks, he starts talking to another lady. Here's what the other lady did. He starts talking to the other lady, and the other lady says to him, I want you to be my boyfriend. Look, this lady, she wasn't pulling no punches. She told the guy, I want you to be my boyfriend. And the guy was like, okay. Right? This lady moved in and became his boyfriend. The lady moved into the guy's house. She said, since I'm your girlfriend, why don't I just go ahead and move in? Moved into the guy's house. Once she's into the guy's house, she said, well, look, if you want me to, if you want me to be here, you got to marry me. The guy married her. So, so the lady's like, listen, I don't know what to do. How am I going to solve this? What am I supposed to do? She asked me, she's like, what am I supposed to do? Should I have just let him get what he wanted? Should I have just had sex with him? Should I have just, let him do whatever he wanted? Because it seems like the other lady won and I lost. I could tell she was hurt too, right? So here's what I told her. I said, ma'am, let me tell you something. You can't make a man love you. And you can make a man marry you, but you can't make a man love you. You can't make somebody love you, right? Now, that lady it might seem like that lady got the step. It seemed like she got the prize. But did she really get the prize? She got a guy who she could just tell what to do. Maybe that's what she wants. She got a guy who operates off of her playbook. Maybe that's what she wants. But I told this lady, I said, listen, that guy wasn't right for you. If he was so easily persuaded by this other lady, he was probably not right for you. There's somebody better for you. There's somebody who's just right for you, has the right temperament, has the right decision-making ability, has the right leadership ability, who's just right for you. So I'm going to tell that to somebody else. Look, before we even get into all the cases and the situations, I want to tell you, there's somebody right for you. Look, there is somebody right for you. 6 billion people on earth. I heard somebody say the other day there was a calculation done and realized there are at least 75 people on the planet Earth who could be your soulmate. There isn't just one soulmate, right? They said that they did the calculations, and each person could have 75 soulmates. 75 people could be a soulmate. All right. So I heard of, so I want to give you guys this phrase that I heard somebody say over the last few days, right? He said, a man marries a woman if she makes him better or he can't do any better. Did y'all hear what I said? A man marries a woman if she makes him better or he can't do any better. Now, for most men who get married, they get married with the hopes that she's going to make him better. They get married. I have a relative who had a young lady who was after him. She really wanted it. She wanted him, and she was serious about it. Okay. She was kind of like this scenario I just laid out. He had a business. She came to work in his business. She was helping out, doing heavy duty stuff too, right? My man thought to himself, you know what? I got me a winner. I got somebody, check it out, that's going to make me better. That's what he thought. As soon as he married her, she said, I'm done with this. You got it from here. As soon as he married her, not long, maybe a year or two after he married her, she was no longer hanging around, helping out, being involved. None of that, right? And so there are some young men who see this happening and they decide, you know what? I don't need it. And they decide marriage isn't for them. But I want to tell somebody that's not what it's all about, right? That's not what it's all about. So let me give you guys I'm going to give you guys a little something here. So this leads right into it. The first thing I want to bring up to you guys is, if you want a man's attention on you, listen to what I'm saying. If you want a man's attention on you, your attention must be in his interests. You must have attention on his interests if you want his attention. Now, we're talking about today, you guys, I'm talking to y'all about high value men. I'm talking about high quality men. I'm not just talking about any old man, regular men. I'm sure that if you are looking for love, right? You don't want the least that you can get. You want the best that you can get. I mean, am I right? If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. You want the best that you can get, right? So the best that you can get is someone who also has other women who realizes that he's the best that they can get too, right? Which is the problem with what we call high value men or high quality men, right? They've got lots of other people who recognize they are high quality. Okay. I got this saying, I've been having this conversation, and I've been saying it, that there's almost no single men who don't have at least 3 or 4 women in their lives. There's almost no single men who don't have three or 4 women in their lives. I said this earlier today or last night, and it had a young lady. She said, no, that number is way too low, especially if he's high value, high quality. He got like 10. I wouldn't go that far because I know some guys, I know a single pastor who corrected me on that and said that's not him. But I'm telling you, single men of marrying age, of the quality of man that you're looking for, at least 3 or 4 women. Now, I'm not saying what he's doing with all those women. I'm telling you they exist. I call them helicopter women. Okay? 3 or 4 of them. They just hovering. They just hanging around in the atmosphere, just hanging around, buzzing around, waiting for the air traffic controller to signal them in for a landing. Most of them come in, settle down, he waves them in, and then wave them out. I'm not saying what he's doing with them. I'm just saying it happens. Okay? So the question is, how are you going to stand out in a man's mind? Look, somebody need to hit share on this video, because there's somebody you know needs to hear this conversation. Check it out. You must share his interest. All right. So here's an example of sharing his interest. Let's say my man wants to own what would we say? Let's say he wants to be a photographer. Say he wants to be a photographer, right? You realize he wants to be a photographer and he's serious about it. He's passionate about it. He wants to be the greatest photographer in America, right? So you say, okay, let me. So you have a conversation with him about his desire, measurement, what he needs, what he doesn't need, right? And maybe you might, when you finish talking to him, maybe you might get online and see where the big photographers convention is. Okay? You get on, seeing where the big photographers convention is. Oh, look at that. The convention is going to be downtown in our city. You might call up, find out how much the price is, how much are the tickets? How much is it for a booth? How much is it, whatever, right? Get all the numbers. You go to him and say, hey, pal, hey, guy, there's gonna, you're into this. I see how passionate you are about that, about these photography stuff. He said, yeah, I love it. I want to be the greatest in America. You say, listen, I went out. I found out that the convention is coming in town. Did you know the convention was coming in town? No, I didn't know. Wow. Yeah, well, I was thinking about it, so I just did my own little research. Found out the convention is coming in town. Found out the big photographers that you might need to know are going to be at that convention. Found out that they got a panel discussion with the greatest of all time on stage. Found out that they also have a hot seat event going on. And guess what I also found out? That we can get some tickets if you want to go. I can get you some tickets if you want to go. You can? Of course, get the tickets. Okay? In his mind, you are adding value to his life. You're adding value to his life. And a man who's a go-getter, a man who's passionate about something, he understands that things are hard. Things are challenging. Things are difficult. It's hard to come up, right? But if he has you looking out for him, he has you checking out things without his prompting, you seem like somebody who could be on his side. Okay? So he might even invite you to come with him. Yeah, get the tickets. Get 2. I want you to come with me. Now you are working together in the man's vision. You want a high value, high quality man? He's going to be busy. Understand that. He ain't got a lot of time to chit chat and chase you around. I hear people saying that. Yeah, I want a man I want a 6-figure man. I want a man who's high value. Are you sure you want that? Because I'm telling you, the man at the post office, his job ends at 5:00. He go in at 9 and come out at 5. We talked about this on the video last night. Okay, but if you want to go get it, I'm telling you what's required. You have to show interest in his interest. All right, number 2. Let me give you number 2. Number 2 is show appreciation, right? If you are interested and you want to keep keep a man's attention focused on you, show him appreciation. I'm talking about the smallest things. You can say, you know what? I appreciate the fact that you call me at lunchtime. I appreciate the fact that you take out time during your day to text me. I know your day is busy. I know you got this going on, that going on, and the other thing going on. And somehow you still seemed to find time to connect with me. That means a lot to me. Guess what that's called? Appreciation. Listen to this. Most men do not feel appreciated by the women in their lives. You may not believe it. I'm telling you, I have these conversations with men. Most men, they just feel like a worker bee. A lot of men feel like a utility, like a Swiss Army knife, a utility object. Well, I mean, who was that? Chris Rock. Who was that? Chris Rock that said only women, dogs, and babies are loved for who they are. Men are not loved for who they are. They're loved for what they do, what they provide, and how they protect. Okay, so your appreciation. That's right. Hey, LV, appreciation, affirmation. Absolutely. I'm telling you, it means something. It means that you're paying attention, and there's not that many people paying attention. Okay. Now, I'm going to jump to. I got one that I need to. I need to throw this one in. At the same time, while you're doing what you need to do to keep a man's attention or focused on you, don't feel like you have to earn your way into his life. Look, I'm pulling from both sides on this. I'm getting on the other side now, right? Because at the same time, he has to show you that he can earn his position in your life. He shouldn't just get to hang out and just get into your life, right? Because life is and it just have you be his living assistant. That's not what we're doing. Okay? He has to show you a good reason to have you in for you to be in his life and for him to be in your life. Look at it, listen to this. You deserve somebody who has to prove, not even just prove, show you how they're going to add value to your life. Okay? So some of these people, they now, especially if we're talking about some of these high value men, they are very focused on themselves. Are you okay with that? Because like you want him for all that masculine energy he shows, but you going to want to dump him for that masculine energy when it's not tuned towards you. All right. So here's the thing. Here's another one for you guys. And I'm going to jump to some of these questions over here. If y'all got questions, pop them in there. Don't commit to him too soon. I see people committing too soon. It feels warm and it feels good. It feels like, oh, it feels like, oh, yeah. And you might feel like meeting somebody today and marrying them in three months. Somebody I know got married in 2 months. You haven't. The question is, and y'all can take notes on this. Here's the question: have you seen him when he's angry? Have you seen him when he's sad? Have you seen him when he's happy? Have you seen him when he's depressed? Have you seen him in all of the emotional states? Have you seen him in an emotional high and emotional low? Listen, my man might lose his job and go sleep in the closet for a month, right? You need to see, you need to get to know a person. Yeah, you want his attention, you want to advance in what this is, you want to get somewhere with this. But the question is, how bad do you want to do it? Are you on his timeline or is he on your timeline? What are we doing? And listen, just because somebody asks to be and wants to be with you, that doesn't mean that you need to be with them. Okay? Just because somebody wants to be with you, just because somebody thinks you are the greatest, right? And you think to yourself, oh Lord, oh my God, this could be the one. Yeah, it could be. And it also could be another trick. So there's something that you guys hear me say it all the time, and I'm gonna continue to say it. Time never lies. People lie, but time never lies. You let enough time get in there, and time will reveal what exactly you have and what exactly you do not have. Time never lies. All right, let's pop over here. Yes, Lavanya. She said, my girl LV, she said, yes, men like affirmation and appreciation just as much as we do. You are absolutely correct. Being a balance. Yes. Yes. Hey, Jenna. Jenna said, have to see him in all seasons. In all seasons. Like, listen, you don't even get a birthday unless you go through all seasons. You got to go through all 4 seasons of the year before you can say, happy birthday. I made it one more year, right? You need to go through all seasons with this person. Okay. Yes. If you can keep his attention, and now I'm getting ready to get to part of this getting his attention, keeping his attention part. Because listen, as a female, you can naturally get a man's attention. That part's easy. Right? But how do you keep his attention? That's what I'm going to reveal to you now. But make sure that you see him in all seasons once you guys are getting going before you commit too early. All right? So let's talk about it real quick. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, how are you going to keep his attention? How do you keep a man's attention who seems like things are going well, and then all of a sudden it seems like things are changing? Okay. One of the things to me from the beginning, this is what I teach my clients. I said, men have, listen, I hope y'all are taking notes on this. Look, men have something I call the conquering gene. Inside their DNA is that desire to conquer, that desire to win the trophy, that desire to hoist the Lombardi trophy. Everybody wants to be the winner. Every man wants to be the winner, right? And there's only one way to win, and that is to conquer. You must conquer, you must achieve, you must climb, you must present yourself as the strongest of your species, right? Every man wants to do that. But the problem is every man can't do that, right? But he wants to be able to do that. Guess who else he wants to conquer? You. Yes. Yes. And the I'm trying not to be graphic, but the positions of a man sexually conquering, being on top of a woman, is him in conquering position, right? Now, what I'm trying to tell you is not about sex necessarily, right? I'm talking about letting him feel like he can check you off the list. Like I got her, right? Listen to this. And I feel like this is almost is true for married women. I don't care if you get married, it's the same thing, right? A man still wants to feel like he has conquered. Okay. Don't let him feel like he conquered you, right? I call it leaving the open loop. Have you ever watched a show? You watched the TV show, I don't know, Law and Order or something, right? And it was getting good. Show is good. And it's got the highs and the lows and the emotions and all of that. And you might look over there at the clock and like, okay, well, how are they gonna wrap this up? I wonder if anybody else does that, because I do that. I look at the clock like, okay, how are they gonna wrap this show up? And they get all the way to the end and they hit to be continued. Cliffhanger, right? The cliffhanger has one purpose. That is to get you to come back and absorb some more. Okay? It's the same thing in dating and relationships, right? A man, and listen, he's not going to like that. And it's okay. He's not going to like you leaving him on a cliffhanger, saying stuff like, this is just a little tactic, but stuff like, you ever heard somebody say, "Oh, I got to tell you something." And you're like, "What? Tell me what?" I'll tell you later. No, tell me now. I tell you what. I'm gonna call you at 8:00, and I'm gonna tell you at 8:00, right? And 8:00 comes, he like this, right? Waiting. Why? Because he wants to close the loop. But an open loop is an open mind. And a man hates to have something unfinished. He should never get finished with you. Ever. A man should never get finished with you. If you let him finish with you, he'd be finished with you. So this is what I tell my clients. If you let a man get finished with you, he'll be finished with you. This is not necessarily about sex. Because I know some guys, eventually a guy might get deeper emotionally. Don't play that game. Don't hope for that. But just that feeling that he's got you. Don't let him ever get that feeling like he's got you. Let's go back to that example I gave about the camera guy, the photographer guy, right? The photographer. Let's say you went and found out about the convention, went to the convention. Okay. Now you're a part of the guy's vision. You're a part of his dream. You're a part of his passion, right? Say, we talking about how to keep his attention on you. You say, okay, well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Did you have fun? Did you meet the people you needed to meet? Oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm happy that you did. So you know what? I got some other things to do, but we'll get together at some other time. And he's like, hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where you going? Oh, no, I'm just, I know you got a lot of other things going on. You got other women, and I know there's other women in your life. Since my coach told me that almost every single man's got about 4 or 5 helicopter women in his life. I know you got other women in your life. You know what I mean? So, I'm looking for something more serious. I'm looking for a man that I can build with. I'm looking for a man who I can add value to, and he can add value to me. I'm looking for somebody who knows where they're going, knows what they want, know who they want, and ready to make a move. But you don't seem like that's really you right now, because you got everything going on. So, we could still be friends, but just understand, we gave it a shot. My man is not letting you go. If you are attached and you can see his vision the way he can see his vision, he's not letting you go. Listen what I'm saying. He's not letting you go. Because there's nothing greater, especially for a guy who's hungry for success, passionate about whatever he's passionate about, replacing somebody who can see your vision the way you see it. Trust me, those 4 or 5 helicopter women are not thinking about his vision. They're not thinking about his passion. They're not thinking about his future. They wondering, what can you do for me? Right? They want to get on and be taken care of. But I'm telling y'all, in 2021, it ain't that many men signing up to take care of somebody. But I know quite a few men who are looking for a woman who adds value to his life. Not who adds victim to his life, but who adds value to his life. All right. I hope y'all hearing me today. Oh, for the representative. That's right. Keep him on edge. Stephanie, you said it. Keep him on edge. Absolutely. He'll say, fire that coach. I know. Guess what? I know. And I also know that these brothers don't like the fact that I come out here and tell all these secrets. They be all right. If they real players, they be all right. But I'm gonna give y'all the game. I'm giving y'all the game. Listen, and I got a lot to go. And look, that's why I'm encouraging you to hit that subscribe button so you can get these videos and you can go back. I got a good cache of videos here. You can go back and get you a good education on the male mind. I spent 17 years talking to men, and I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. All right. So so think of that. All right, but it at the same time, so this idea of a man's attention, I'm telling you, nobody can get attention from get a man's attention like a woman. But it's tough to keep his attention these days. It's tough. Keep a man's attention these days. But understand this. One of the things you must understand is you have value. You are valuable in yourself, right? And you should see yourself as a valuable member of anybody's team. Whoever lands you is landing something valuable. Okay? Listen, and I'm not just saying that. I'm encouraging you to be valuable. I'm encouraging you to raise your value. How do you raise your value? You work on your education. Work on your emotional state. So that, if that means going to therapy, go to therapy. Okay? Work on you on the inside, right? Because you're going to have to be solid to deal with a lot of the things that you have to deal with today. You got to be solid, okay? Deal with your spiritual life, right? Maybe you need a spiritual practice. Maybe you need whatever it is. Deal with your body, physical, okay? Get yourself a trainer and get that body in the best physical shape you could possibly get in. Ooh, if y'all listen to me, if y'all listen to these tips, I'm telling you, it's going to help you. Because men do judge you by your looks. Women, ladies, I know you would hope that I would just say, he's looking for the most intellectual woman who's got the most brains and most mind power. No, men, when a man is looking for a woman, he's looking for fertility. Men are attracted to fertility and women are attracted to stability. Okay? So understand that. Understand that. Like, he's not looking for the smartest girl in the room. He wants brains and beauty. He wants the best that he can get. And guess what? So do you. So you can require just as much. Okay? You can require just as much. You are significant and you will be an asset to a man's life. You should be an asset. See yourself as an asset and increase your asset ability, your increase it every day. Every day you should be doing something to advance yourself so that when you meet this man, when y'all bump into each other at the gym, at down at church, at the supermarket in front of the apples, and you ask him, what's his favorite? Has he ever had pink lady apples before? Okay, he's standing in front of the apples. Have you ever had pink lady apples? He's probably say, no, I don't know anything. I just pick up a bag. You say, no, you need to try these pink lady apples. They are amazing. I love them. Pink lady apples. All right. Look at you like, wow, she's really passionate about these apples. She must be a passionate woman. And there you go from there. Okay. Now allow him the space now to find out your name and get your number. Okay. So listen, you can stay and listen from that day, making those small interactions, you stay in a man's mind. You can keep a man's attention. You are special. You are significant. You can keep a man's attention. But you have to pay attention to the things that like we talked about here today. Make sure I hit all my points that I want to hit before I let y'all go. And here's the last one. Just have fun. Just have a presence of fun. When he's in you're in his presence, when he knows he's going to see you, he should know that he's going to feel better because you were around. Have you ever felt somebody with an evil spirit? Have you ever been around with somebody that you could just feel like, like their energy is off? They when they came in the room, the air sucked out, right? I'm telling you, it's real. It's real. So you should be the opposite, right? When he knows he's going to see you, he gets excited, starts to smile. He's happy to see you because you bring refreshment into his life. Yes, LV, good vibes only. I like that. Good vibes only. And that's what you bring into his life. So if y'all got any questions, pop it in there right now. If y'all got any questions, comments, concerns, pop it in there right now. Look, I'm working on bringing the show and having a call-in portion of the show. So if y'all want that, we'll bring that on, and we could take questions from the audience, and that'll be fun as well. So LV said, yes, I was married to him. I hear you. All right, you guys. Look, so we have been working on some programs, and the program is just about there. It's just about ready. If you guys are interested in joining the coaching program, putting these things together, it's just not as easy as I would like. I need quick and fast and but it seems like it's taking longer than I had hoped. But we're still making it still rolling it along, getting it ready. If you guys are interested in the coaching program, the group coaching program, it's just about ready. And so if you want to get in the group coaching program, or you need a one-on-one coaching session, hit me up at lovecoachatlanta@gmail.com, or follow me you could hit the inbox on Instagram or Facebook, Love Coach Atlanta, and we can make that happen. All right. Let's see, we got a couple more. International dating. Yes. Yeah. You know what? I was working on something with someone in the UK, but I'm not sure what's going to happen with it. I was just busy. I think I'm just too busy this February. February was super busy for me, as you might imagine. It's the love month. So some things have fallen through the cracks, but we will get to the international dating. And we got some live events. Look, when this pandemic is turning around, we about to get it in. We about to get it in again. turn the lights back on and do some more live events, some more live meetups, some get-togethers with some music and some food, and have some amazing times. So yes, I know we gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. So all right, you guys, look, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I need everybody to hit the like button as you get out of here. If that's it, till next time, you guys, peace and love. Bye.